once said, "Good is the enemy of great." If all that you strive for is good enough, how will you ever achieve greatness? The efforts led to this. Every rep, every drill, all the work unseen will be worth it. Because right now, the eyes are on us.
Blow the check up, detonation, kill them one by one, final destination, top my destination, I got guardian angels all around it, that's deflecting Satan, I'm a champion, this right here the anthem, I can't dap you without handstand, I don't know your dirty hands, I wake up to like 100 texts, championship team, but we can't cut the net, she all off in my jersey, looking underdressed, I'm finna buy this bitch a Honda CRX.
Good afternoon, Mustang Nation, and welcome to this Mustang Media Holiday Break Edition broadcast of Class 2A boys basketball as West Fargo Cheyenne is going to play host to the Jamestown Blue Jays in a non-conference matchup here over the break before everyone gets going into their conference seasons right after the break. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Wolf. Joining me today is Dane Miller. And Dane, you never know what to expect from games that take place during a holiday break. Kids have had some time off and time to relax. What are we expecting to see from this matchup today between West Fargo Cheyenne and Jamestown?
Well, we got scores on both teams, that's for sure. A couple of players on both sides. I like to fill it up, but I agree with you. You never know what happens on these breaks, right? Jamestown, they're fresh off of 2 games. They played Thursday and Friday night, so they were playing a tournament up in Hibbing.
Okay, so they opted for that holiday tournament opportunity, and Cheyenne did not. We know Cheyenne played a very heavy schedule prior to the break. And I know in talking with Coach Brandt before the game, they'd given the kids about 6 days off, and while I'm sure everyone enjoyed that, a chance to get healthy, a chance to rest up. You always wonder coming off of a break like that how your team's going to respond in that sort of situation. West Fargo Cheyenne comes into this matchup today at 2-1 in the conference and 4-2 overall. They are still receiving votes. The latest Class AA poll that was released on December 27th, they were the 5th-ranked team at one point in the state. This Jamestown team has had a little bit of a different go for it. They've struggled somewhat, but they've also not been healthy. So in conference, we know that Jamestown is only 1-3 and 3-4 overall. But as you pointed out, Dane, 2 of those wins just came in the last couple of days. And I know it's a team that's itching to get healthy. And I think they're a better team than probably what their 1-3 conference mark would tend to show.
Yeah, I did a little bit of research myself and watched a few of their games that were posted on the various channels, and I don't think I saw Larson, Newman, and Lamp on the court at the same time, so those are kind of a lot of the offense runs through those 3. I don't know if they're all healthy or they're all going to be playing here today or not.
Well, and I think as far as Cheyenne goes, everybody is healthy, everybody is available, and that's always a good thing. As the experts like to say, the best ability is availability. And we know at this time of year, the injury bug, the general illness bug can start to take hold. And as you're going in, you turn that calendar into January. That's when you're certainly hoping to have all your horses fresh and ready to go. As you're going to make that run towards a conference tournament and hopefully a state tournament.
Well, I liked how Cheyenne finished the couple of games right before the break, that's for sure. They were clicking as a team. sharing the ball, playing some really good defense. So hopefully that stays on point. You know, if you struggle a little bit on offense, the best way to do it is get some offense off your defense, and I think we're going to see some of that.
Well, and that, you know, the coach I played for in high school, that was always the thing. You know, you're not going to shoot it great every night. Guys are going to have some off nights, but there should never be an excuse for a lack of defensive intensity and trying to create turnovers and second chance opportunities. And as you pointed out, that was a big part of the success prior to the Christmas break, and really something that Cheyenne has done really well for the most part all year. And so if guys don't shoot particularly well today, or a couple guys struggle, that is a way to make up for that with on the defensive end.
Yeah. So what do we know about Jamestown? We don't typically get to play Jamestown. I really like how, with this fact of the three-class system, allowed some of these Western and Eastern teams play now. I think that's made it more interesting.
Well, I think it definitely has, and I know some teams opted to play a holiday tournament to kind of eat up some of those games, and that's certainly fine. Cheyenne has taken that opportunity. We've seen Mandan, we've seen Bismarck, we've seen Minot, and now we're going to see Jamestown today. And so a chance to see some of those teams that you never really had the opportunity to until you got to a state tournament, and it does give you a little bit of glimpse of what you have.
So some players to watch on Jamestown side. Number 10, Dalton Lamp. Seen him quite a bit through the AAU and travel ball years. He's a slasher. Can create a lot of his own offense, can really make some interesting shots with some lean-ins and gets the other player off his feet, can shoot from the outside. Larson, probably their most physical player, can do it both in and out as well. So, I mean, last night against Bemidji, they took 60 shots, and Lamp and Larson took 35 of them.
Well, and, you know, there is some size here. We've seen some teams that have been undersized against Cheyenne. Jamestown doesn't have anyone that is quite the height of Tommy Oneman, but there is some size down there, and maybe some guys that are going to try and contest Tommy at the rim. We want to thank Essentia Health for being the proud partner of our Cheyenne High School's Mustang Media team in this broadcast. Essentia Health, care close to home. We're going to step away for a minute or two here as we have the national anthem, but we'll be back in a couple minutes and tip this one off between West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Jamestown. We'll be right back.
It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
I'm Kylie, and I work at Marvin. The training I received when starting at Marvin was very in-depth. When I moved to Marvin's new facility in Fargo, I was kind of nervous about the new machines that I was going to have to be working with, but I was also very excited because this robot that I get to work with is the coolest thing I've ever done. I love the people that I work with. Belonging to Marvin feels like a second home, somewhere that you can just kind of go to, not super stressful, you can enjoy your day and you can laugh. Come work with me at Marvin, we're an amazing team.
Welcome back to West Fargo, Cheyenne, as we're about to tip off this one. between the Mustangs and the Blue Jays. Dane, you had mentioned Dalton Lamp is someone we should keep an eye on for the Blue Jays. Anybody else in particular from that group? That
21, Ryan Larson. He's bigger body, but he can do it inside and out. Very physical. And then, I don't see, doesn't look like Newman's starting today. He might be sick, so again, they might not be in their full force with their team. But I did notice Newman against St. Mary's a couple weeks ago, he went for like 31. So they can get offense, but don't underestimate Van Berkom either. Big guy there, number 33.
And he'll probably draw the assignment against Donovan today.
Yeah, I would assume so. Now listen, Jamestown has been coming out in all the games that I've watched so far in a kind of a 1-2-2, a 3-2 off or defense zone. So that's a key to the game. Cheyenne has been shooting well from the threes, and if they can do the combo again of working it inside to Tommy, the aircraft carrier, and then kicking it out, they should be fine.
Well, and we've seen a lot of teams, in defending on them and fronting in the post and then having that help over the top. With the zone, that kind of is a built-in sort of system like that, and Cheyenne looks like they're going to start pretty much the way they have all year with Penu, John Angau, we've got Oneman, we've got Caleb Deere, and Noel Olson out there. So athletic, certainly. We'll see if Cheyenne gets out and tries to push some tempo a little bit here today, as they certainly have the ability to.
I think they're, rumor has it, I happen to have some inside information, and it tells me that they've been working on a 1-2-1-1 full court press, so we'll see if we see it. Jamestown has been known to turn the ball over.
Okay.
They had 24 turnovers against Minot a week ago.
Well,
and a lot of passes at the knees and things like that. So
well, the presses are meant to speed guys up and make them into quick decisions and poor decisions, and we'll see if that'll happen as Cheyenne's managed to get Jamestown under 10 here on the shot clock, and it's going to be off the mark as Deere brings it up and kicks Angau, who is always looking to shoot.
Especially when he's that old.
Yeah, that's right. The three comes up off a little bit there. Jamestown recovers, and they're going to bring it up. Jamestown started with Meisner, Lamp, Larson, Van Berkom, and Rose today. As we see Larson there going in and converting, the left-hander, and he is a left-hander, right?
He is left, anybody can go right to. Yep. You just could see a little bit of their man offense there. There's a lot of motion, a lot of moving again. Of course, you always like to see that, get people moving.
Barry Penu, that one rattles in and out, unable to convert. So Cheyenne 0 for 2 to start. Jamestown with a quick 2-0 lead as we see Meisner can't connect there from the free throw line. And there's a great opportunity, great take by Deere. Just saw that opening and hit the gas in for an easy 2. So a 2-2 tie here early in the action in this one.
Caleb covers so much ground with his length when he's going to the brim.
Van Berkom spots up for 3 off the side iron. That's about Deere's 3rd rebound already.
Deere is towards the top of the league, isn't he, in EDC and rebounding? Yep.
Well, his length and athleticism and just having that knack for the ball. And that's, as I say, that's Deere's spot, but he's unable from the corner to connect on 3. So Cheyenne this far, all 3 three-pointers have not been able to find the mark, and neither team shooting it particularly well to start. That's going to go off of Larson and stay with Cheyenne.
Are we trying to knock off a little eggnog here?
Maybe so. That could be.
Alcohol-free eggnog.
Yeah, that's right. I always recall, after taking a few days off around Christmas and coming back into the gym, I always thought there was something wrong with my shot, but you go those many days without shooting and you're in that rhythm. It just feels so strange. Nice anticipation by Oneman there as they were looking to go over the top.
Yeah, they're going
to
go way over the top if they want to get over that.
Deere looking for a foul call. He thought there was contact, none coming.
This is Lamp's deal right here.
Good.
He will keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. He's so good at that.
So rejected by Angao, out on the Mustangs. Jamestown retains possession.
Watch the double screen here.
Getting Tommy to tuck in. All right, we're ready to go. Little elevator screen there. It was there, but defended well by Cheyenne. Meisner looking for that drive. Stops. Gets Penn. Yeah, it was. Gets Pennu to overcommit there. Turns around for a little 8-foot jumper. And 4-2, Jamestown leads. Entry pass into the post to Deere. He zings it over. Catches Larson, I think, in the head there. So off of Jamestown, and Cheyenne with an out-of-bounds opportunity here. 14:45 to go. Looking for Angao for that shot from the top of the key. He is off.
There we go, Caleb.
Whoa! Rose rejects Deere. Deere thought he had an easy look, and it didn't happen. Nice move there by Lamp. Pump fake.
He's a creator.
Yeah, but unable to connect. No Olsen from his spot. That corner three unable to connect, and Deere's going to commit the first foul of the game. Maybe not the worst foul in the world as Jamestown was going to get out and run.
All right, so what? We're a little cold to start. Maybe it's time to look at the aircraft carrier.
Well, you know, that's always a good thing to do is get that ball. If you don't see it going in from 20 feet, see if you can get it going in from about 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, there we go.
So some substitutions for the Mustangs as we have Jackson Miller, Sully Irie, and Turomoni coming in. You know, and for Jamestown, maybe, you know, 3 games in 3 days, kind of a similar to what a state tournament might be, but maybe some tired legs after some traveling to Hibbing and here now to Cheyenne.
They're in their zone now.
There, Deere connects. Well, they still haven't found Ottoman. He's on the bench right now, but Deere connects and gives Cheyenne its first lead of the day, 5-4.
Love to see my boy Moni in there getting after it, see if we can get the ball into him.
Good defense by Angao. That's twice he's been able to affect the shot by Lamp.
Oh, there's one. Boom.
Ooh. Good pass by Lamp. Van Berkom expecting it. And you get a guy that big, that close to the rim, they should be able to convert the majority of the time. So Cheyenne unable to really find any rhythm offensively yet.
Under the top there. Jerome needs a flash in there.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Nice spin move. They're keeping it moving.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's closeout by Rowe.
Oh,
Rose.
Hello.
And right out to Turomoni. I don't have a problem with that.
No.
They kept that ball moving.
Shot clock was getting down.
It was. Rose, great job getting a hand on that, but it goes tipped right to Moni, and he finishes. Van Berkom kicks out to Meisner, who pulls up from about 15 feet and buries it, and so we are tied at 8. Miller at the top, going to swing it over to Angao on the wing.
All right. We got to get our spacing up.
Backs him down, backs Meisner down, and draws the foul, and that should send Angao to the line for 2.
Let's see, Coach Brandt got Tommy and Noah on the same page here and get something going with a little high-low in the post.
So Oneman going to come in for Deer. Olson stays at the scorer's table. He will replace Angao if Angao connects here. Angao makes the first. And the second. So Olson replaces Angao. 10-8, Mustangs lead. 12 minutes to go here in the first half.
See, look at that. They'll come to the ball now. He'll cut back door if it's not open right away.
Miss Lamp cut into the basket. 5 on the shot clock. Lamp takes the jumper, unable to connect. So either good patience by Jamestown or really good defense by Cheyenne, not letting Jamestown have the look they wanted. Poked out by Lamp from behind. Olson was wide open inside, but they didn't get it to him. Now they're going to get it inside to Oneman. And the left hook.
All right. There we go.
Nicely done.
Nice pass, Drew. That's good. That's what we want.
Well, it really, you got to give him the opportunity to, prove that he can start knocking those down and force Jamestown into doing something different defensively. And Miller going for that one, or Irie, I'm sorry. Lamp gave him a little hip check and kept him off the ball. No call there. And Burkham took that one earlier, the 3.
So this is interesting with Irie and Larson, but they aren't seeing it.
All right. Landon Leck in. He's going to replace Larson. We also had Colpin replace Rose a little bit ago. One thing that's obvious, it doesn't bother Lamp going into traffic with the ball. He just kind of hangs on to it. It does not scare him, and he still finds open looks with passes as a right-handed jump hook doesn't fall for Oneman.
No, Lamp can get his defender off his feet.
They're going to call Miller on that one, I think, on the floor. Little hand check there on Meisner. That's going to be before the shot. So Newman in.
There he is here. Good.
So full complement of Jamestown players, maybe just with some injuries and things like that. Oh, and there's going to be 3 shots as Olson's going to prevent Lamp from coming straight down there, it appears. Yeah, he clipped him. Lamp had the opportunity to come straight down, and Olson clipped him with his hip, and so Lamp gets 3. Misses the second.
Shows him in more.
And the third. So 1 of 3 at the line on that 3 free throw opportunity for Lamp.
All right, what are they doing? They're going man there. Don't leave him open.
Yeah, that's any spot around the 3-point line Turomoni's comfortable with, but when you leave him that open from the top of the key, he's going to hurt you more times than not.
He's got such a nice move.
And there's another foul. Miller's going to pick up another one there. Bumping Newman. Barry Penut in. Replaces Jackson Miller. So might see a lot of, we've seen at times both Turomoni and Oneman on the floor at the same time, but not a lot of teams in the EDC have the size as Lamp pulls the trigger there and unable to convert But Jamestown, is a team that can kind of have two bigs on the floor at the same time as Irie pulls the trigger.
Well, there you go, Barry.
Keeps it alive, out to Turo.
Get hot, 33. Come on now.
There's
yeah.
another one. And there's going to be a timeout from Jamestown. Jason Carroll's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. Mustangs doubling up Jamestown right now, 18-9. We'll be right back.
Touchmark is a place where you can really be yourself. It's a complete family atmosphere from the residents to the team members to the community.
There is just such a homey feeling here.
The energy and the positivity, I think, is what's really important. You come in, you feel like you're part of a family. You're building a relationship. You're building friendships.
We feel very blessed to be here at Touchmark.
It's incredibly important to create that family atmosphere, which is what Touchmark really values.
Welcome back to West Fargo Cheyenne. Hey, Mustang fans, we're lean, we're efficient, and we don't complicate things. This keeps us focused on offering clients the best possible solution. Apex Engineering Group, there is no B team. So coming out of the timeout, Jamestown with an opportunity to talk about things. Top of the key three-pointer by Leck doesn't fall. Irie pushes and then slows it up here. There's that change of speed that Barry's so good at, unable to connect.
You know what? For 5'9", 5'8.5", whatever you want to say, he gets to the rim quite well.
He does.
I like it. He's strong.
That one's Colpin. He's unable to connect. So Jamestown struggling from the field. That one's poked away by Money, and they're going to get Newman on that. He went after the ball. Or I'm sorry, Larson, not Newman. So Cheyenne still with Penu, Irie, Olson, and then the two big men, Money and Oneman on the floor. Heat check here for Money. Nope. He wanted it, but good closeout by Leck. There's the good
I don't ever
drive.
throw that away, Tom.
Nope. And Tommy puts it down from underneath. 20-9.
Little authority.
Cheyenne. Yes. Send a message there. Pull up, unable to connect for Meisner. And 2-on-1 opportunity here for Barry Penu, and that time, third time's the charm as Barry gets to the rim and converts. And this is a dangerous situation here for Jamestown. Down 13 with 7 minutes here. Meisner picks up the dribble. That one, I'm going to say went off of Irie, but you don't want to go into halftime being down 15, 18, something like that. That's a chore when you're playing your third game in 3 days. So Jamestown's going to have to find a way, see if they can get this into single digits, 5, 6, 7 points here before halftime. Plenty of time to do that. Newman loses the handle there. They're going to say that was poked out. So 14 on the shot clock. And Jamestown just really struggling to find any kind of continuity here today. There they go. Good recovery.
You wouldn't know that.
Oneman.
You wouldn't know they just scored 97 points last night.
Yeah, you really wouldn't. Nice little floater there by Irie. 15 the lead now for Cheyenne. Jamestown looks a little slow out there. You know, they just look like they're not going at the same speed that maybe they have the last couple nights. I'm going to say that one went off of Money.
Maybe got a little. Cheyenne's probably a little hungry, I'm sure.
Well,
I got to say, Jackson was getting a little jittery sitting around the house for 2 weeks not playing a game.
Yeah, you don't have a game. You can only beat up on each other in practice so much, and you want to go out and take it out on someone else. So Angao and Miller back in here. Money went out, and Miller went out. Meisner, good step under.
Yeah. I think that was Newman.
Or
Yep.
Oh, sorry, that was Newman. He got Penu to move up the lane there as Angao pulls the trigger, and he finds the range. So Jamestown trading baskets and still seeing the lead or their deficit grow. Van Berkom going to spot up again, unable to connect.
They're getting one and done. That's what's hurting them. They're no one from the Blues crashing the boards. This
And
goes in,
Deere.
they're going to get a timeout.
And there it is again. Down 19. You know, that age-old question, how many timeouts do you burn? As many as it takes, I guess. But just up, Barry Penu's going to connect there with Newman. That's the 5th team foul for Cheyenne. Jamestown has only committed 2 fouls so far this half. As we see Lamp replacing Colpin there, and Jamestown does take a timeout here, so we'll do the same. Cheyenne leading 30-11, 6:01 to go. We'll be right back.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Manufacturing, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not sitting down, doing nothing, just flipping at a couple pieces of wood each day. We are building tomorrow's windows. We all know that each unit that we build makes a difference, not just for the customer, not just for the company, but for each other as well.
All right, welcome back to Cheyenne. Jamestown with possession here. They're down 19, 30-11, with 6:01 to play here in the first half. Good anticipation by Deere. And he's going to just go ahead and put that one in.
It's steal.
Always dangerous, that cross-court pass. You have a good defender that can bait you into that, and that's exactly what Deere did there. And there he almost got it again.
Good hustle. So,
Jamestown, little
line change.
Yeah, hockey line change here. We'll try and get the names as play continues here, but Coach Carroll may be saying, my guys are tired here. We're going to give them a little bit of a blow in the first half. Leck with the ball.
Get that out of there.
Good turn. Nice finish.
Okay, good unselfish play there. I like that all around. Hey, but you know what? Like I said early on, they are getting some offense off their defense now.
They are, and here's a chance to get out and run. Oh.
One extra
nice play
pass.
by Meisner.
Who could attack there.
And he's going to pull up from 3 in the corner, unable to convert, and that one and done continues as Cheyenne is controlling the defensive boards, no doubt about that. As Barry Penu, nice dish
pass.
off. Looked like he was going to try and get it up, and nice job cutting to the rim by Angao.
Yep.
That's something that a lot of players miss out on. When you see that defender turn your back.
Well, when they go baseline, someone better be coming in
Yep.
to help out, so you got to release. And Johnny did it right.
And great find there. Caleb Sheely there with a nice little 8-footer. Jamestown still down 23 here. As Deere pulls up, unable to convert. Meisner with the rebound. And Jamestown's going to look to try and make something happen here. They're in a quite small lineup. Leck being their tallest player at 6'2" on the floor right now.
Small and young.
Yeah. That didn't touch rim, so there's under 10 on the shot clock here. As Colpin pulls the 3, he's unable to convert.
Oh. Barry, I didn't know if he was looking.
Oh, change of hand. Left hand. You know, one thing that happens in games like this when they start to get out of hand is the lead's now 25. You play a little more relaxed, a little more free, maybe pull some shots off that you wouldn't try in other situations. And it is kind of fun to get a look and have those opportunities. And there we go. Hand in the passing lane by Angao. He's no numbers there for Cheyenne, but he changes direction and speed and gets to the rim and draws the foul from Jackson Colpin. That's his first. This one has gotten away from Jamestown, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to come back with that kind of a lead and Cheyenne shooting it like they are.
Well, and defending and controlling the defensive boards the way they are, it's just, when you have that, you know, what I would say the main minute eaters for Jamestown on the bench, that's going to be really difficult for them to make anything happen. As Angao now is 4 for 4 from the line, and the lead grows to 27.
We got 11 points for John now.
A little floater attempt there by Jace Dillman, unsuccessful. And then Gao's going to pull the trigger, in and out, but
nice.
Deere right on the spot. He's going to be fouled going back up. Nice work on the offensive glass by Caleb Deere. He got position on Meisner. Dillman's going to pick up the foul, but it was really Deere getting the position on Meisner that made that rebound possible in this trip to the line. As that one rattles in.
Deere's, I don't know what I haven't been keeping track of rebounds, but I'm going to say he's on his way to a double-double here.
He should be, absolutely. I would guess he's almost at 10 rebounds in the first half. I would say 5 or 6.
And that was his 12th point.
So a little 1-4 look here from the Blue Jays. A little high flex action. Left cut or Colpin caught in there, didn't know what to do, and off of the Mustangs. 20 left on the shot clock here. There's Meisner pulling the trigger and finally gets one to fall.
It's good ball movement.
That was good ball movement, and certainly has to feel good for Meisner to finally get one of those to drop. As little step back three, a little too quick on that, but Deere in the right spot again. And Turomoni.
There we go. That's his fourth one there.
Fourth.
Caleb, though, again, kept it alive on the offensive boards.
Sheely kicks it out to Dillman. And Rose takes the corner three. He's unable to convert. Oh, someone flashed. There it is. Yeah, he looked away. He was so open, though.
Heat it.
And
Heat
there
it.
Is Jackson
Onions.
Money. Money. I'm sorry, Jackson. Having
Look
flashbacks.
like it. That's okay. That's a compliment either way.
32 now the lead.
Good anticipation.
Yeah,
Keep going to the rim. There you go.
There's nice.
Oh, I don't care. That's still good. That's fine.
And there's a finish.
You deserve it.
There you go. Well, I don't think we're going to have an opportunity to see this 1-2-1-1 today. Because
No, I don't either. 50-16. I would not have guessed that.
No, really.
But they're just killing them on the boards.
They are.
I mean, they are not getting any second
And
chances.
Jamestown hasn't shot it well, so Rose, it's poked away
nice.
by Angao. Out to Irie. No, Olsen with the rebound, out to Angao.
Good pass,
And
no.
that one doesn't fall, but Turomoni keeps it alive. Finally,
Oh.
no, Rose loses it.
They don't. Oh, boy.
And
Well, I guess the clock was going down. All
Noah
right.
Olsen connects with the three. Wow, that was a lot of offensive rebounding there. And so we're going to make it to halftime with a Cheyenne lead of 53-16. Wow, Dean, first half?
Well, I'm a little shocked, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, Cheyenne shot it well. I mean, outside of maybe the first
Those first 3-4 minutes.
3-4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, they shot it well. They defended well. They rebounded well.
They're getting every defensive rebound.
Yeah, they defended well. It really, and Jamestown looking maybe a little tired, and we know they haven't had all their guys for many games yet this year. So add that all up, and you end up with a 37-point lead at halftime. Certainly not what we were expecting today, but it is what it is. We're going to step away for a few minutes here as Cheyenne leads 53-16, and we'll come back with the second half. Join us then.
I chose a career in manufacturing because I wanted to come into work and not be at a desk all day. So with my role, I get to be out on the floor and working with other people, and then come back to my desk and try and solve some of the problems that they're facing.
When people look at a manufacturing plant, they mostly just see line work. But there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that allows you to explore different kinds of network interfaces or problem-solving situations. There's machines and computers and human interface devices that are constantly being innovated into a manufacturing workplace.
The best days at work are when you get to solve the problem, or when you finally get that aha moment and you know, okay, like this is gonna be it. Like this is what we've been thinking about. This is what we've been hoping for.
Knowing that I'm a part of building something very unique and important, that just makes me very proud.
Touchmark at Harwood Groves is located in South Fargo, North Dakota, on a 14-acre garden-like setting, and we have everything from cottages to apartments, a health club, activities. We tend to take groups of residents out downtown, which is just a very vibrant and growing community. The easiest way I can say it is we are going to treat our residents the way that we would treat our best friends. That's what it feels like, and that's what I love about my job. It feels like a family.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game, and so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I work at Marvin. So my team implements technology in manufacturing, so I quickly became really impressed with manufacturing as a setting for engineering. For an engineer, it's kind of a playground. Here at Marvin, specifically in the signature group like we are in Grafton, it is high volume, high option, meaning you have to make a lot of product, but it's always different. I never expected finding a great job like this kind of out here in a small town. Come work at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Touchmark at Harwood Groves is located in South Fargo, North Dakota, on a 14-acre garden-like setting, and we have everything from cottages to apartments, a health club, activities. We tend to take groups of residents out downtown, which is just a very vibrant and growing community. The easiest way I can say it is we are going to treat our residents the way that we would treat our best friends. That's what it feels like, and that's what I love about my job. It feels like a family.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I work at Marvin. When I first started at Marvin, I was a production associate, and I was shocked at how bright the floor was, how clean it was. It can be a very fast-paced environment, but it can also be very fun. I feel great about the growth opportunities at Marvin, especially because I started as a production associate and then worked my way into being an HR coordinator. If you're interested in working in manufacturing or you've never worked in a manufacturing environment before, I would definitely say come try it out. It might surprise you. It can be very fun and rewarding.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because this, it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
I chose a career in manufacturing because I wanted to come into work and not be at a desk all day. So with my role, I get to be out on the floor and working with other people, and then come back to my desk and try and solve some of the problems that they're facing.
When people look at a manufacturing plant, they mostly just see line work. But there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that allows you to explore different kinds of network interfaces or problem-solving situations. There's machines and computers and human interface devices that are constantly being innovated into a manufacturing workplace.
The best days at work are when you get to solve the problem, or when you finally get that aha moment and you know, okay, like this is gonna be it, like this is what we've been thinking about, this is what we've been hoping for.
Knowing that I'm a part of building something very unique and important, that just makes me very proud.
Well, welcome back to West Fargo Cheyenne and this surprising game, I guess, Dane, we would say. I don't think any of us expected a 53-16 lead for either team at halftime, but we talked about the fact that Jamestown did not shoot the ball well and certainly didn't rebound well. Lots of one-and-done situations for them. Cheyenne dominating the glass on the defensive end and making their presence felt on the offensive end. Cheyenne shot the ball well in the first half, and partway through the half, Jason Carroll, I think, sat down his seniors for a little bit and said, this isn't going to work, so we'll see what this second half brings us.
You know, just from Jamestown's perspective, I hope they come out here with the mindset of let's close the gap and let's be the team we know we are. I mean, they just, like I said, they just came off of 2 nice wins against some Minnesota competition. They're better than this. There's no question about that.
And that's it's unfortunate when a team struggles like this and you end up in a situation like this. But as you said, it's an opportunity for Jamestown to play better and, win the second half. See if you can cut it down by 10 points or something like that. Feel like there's something positive going out of this game that you weren't able to get going early on.
I will say this. Whatever worry or discussion about rust growing for just over 2-week period,
yeah,
that went away after the first 5
minutes. It lasted
minutes.
just a few minutes.
And they're towards the top of the EDC in field goal percentage and 3 points, and they're playing true to their game. Right here's another one.
So unable to connect on the first shot out of the halftime for Cheyenne, and so we'll see how this half goes for Jamestown. Quick three by Larson. Good look, unable to connect, and Gao controls the board. Gives it to Oneman, who's going to spot up. And there's Deer on the boards again.
Clean it up.
Certainly he's going to end with a double-double if he's not there already.
Yep. And earned.
Van Berkham to Rose. There's that flex cut, and they get it down to number 24, Braxton Perkins. Able to connect. Down inside to Oneman.
Go to work, Tommy.
Good
nice pass.
Great cut by
nice
Deer.
Pass.
Good bounce pass and reverse layup by Deer.
You don't realize it. Tommy, he's averaging 3.5 assists a game. I mean, he can dish it out too.
So that flex cut. Oh, hand on it by Oneman. No? I thought Tommy maybe got a piece of it. They say not, and it's a turnover on Jamestown. So Barry Penu going to set things up for the Mustangs here. Kick to Olson, back up top to Deer.
Van Berkham's no small dude.
No, he's not.
But
Tommy's worked him well. Nice left-handed touch off the glass. 59-18 the lead here for the Mustangs. It's grown to over 40. Meisner to Van Berkham. Looking on that flex cut. Haven't been able to find it yet. Perkins up top.
Oh, there you go, Noah. Keep going now.
Nice job. Still good take. They're going to get Ngao there on the rebound.
Wow.
Dane, as we look around some girls action today, West Fargo Horace defeated the St. Cloud Crush. I'm not familiar with them. Fargo North lost to Robbinsdale Armstrong. Fargo South beat Bloomington Jefferson in overtime.
Good for them.
And Cheyenne beat Jamestown as the Mustang girls went across out to Jamestown, and they won 76-47. Hopkins, Minnesota defeated Minot 97-77. And Valley City beat Killdeer. That's what happened on the girls' side. We'll catch you up with some boys' action, some scores here in just a minute as Perkins kicks out. Hand on that one by Ngao.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice hang
nice
in the air,
control.
yes.
That was nice all around. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. You know what they're doing? They're making a statement. They're gonna, you know what? This is a statement game to me. Lets the rest of the EDC know that it isn't just a two-horse race.
Well, and certainly there might become a time in the second half as Ngao picks up another foul on this one where we see more of the bench play, but Coach Brandt knows there's a lot left of this season, and he's got the starters out there, and they're looking to execute and continue playing like they did in the first half, and that's important. A game like this, when it gets away from one team, both teams might kind of go into that, well, we'll just chuck some shots up and get through it, but Cheyenne continuing to play hard as Noah Meisner makes a three from the corner. Barry Panu, the hesitation, gets to the rim, unable to convert. And Tommy Oneman padding the stats there with a few offensive tips and finally finishes. Meisner again. That one blocked by Angao. Ahead
I'm surprised they
to
didn't call
Olson,
foul there.
and there's a travel.
I'm surprised they didn't call foul there, Johnny.
There was some contact on the body, that's for sure. And that pass up ahead, Olson couldn't control it and takes an extra step before he comes down with it.
Meisner's got 10 of their 21 right now. And he hasn't, they haven't relied on a ton of scoring from him.
No, good crossover and
nice
drop there by Newman. Really nice crossover and dropped it right to Van Berkem. Van Berkem unable to connect, but he collects a foul on Oneman. That's his first and 13th foul already of the half for the Mustangs as Van Berkem goes to the line for 2. Short on the first. And the second, but Lamp comes out of there with the rebound. He gets that rejected by Oneman, and Meisner collects it. He makes a little floater from about 8 feet. So I would say a little more fight here from the Blue Jays to start the half.
Well, you have to, right?
Yeah, you can't just walk away from this.
No, you can't. You're not going to feel good about yourself.
Newman between the legs, good crossover, nice get to the rim, but unable to finish.
Ooh, no call there either.
No.
Okay. You guys in the striped shirts want to get it over with.
Step back 3 and connects there by Lamp. And they're going to stop play to fix the net, and that's going to bring in Irie Money and Miller, replacing Angao, Olson, and Penu. Also in for the Blue Jays, Caleb Sheely in. That's going to send Perkins to the bench. 63-26 the lead, 13:30 to go. So Cheyenne with that big lineup right now with both Money and Oneman on the floor. Deere loses the handle, turns that one over. Nice kick out and another block.
I don't know how many blocks we got, but the length is starting to show up.
Yeah. Nice kick out by Lamp to Sheely, but good close out there by Deere. Swats it out of bounds.
The standard man-to-man. Tommy says, that's going to be a problem.
Nice cut by Sheely there, and that's kicked out to Newman, who's unable to connect there. This time he goes straight up against Oneman and loses that one.
So a little fact.
Yeah.
Tommy and Newman and Oneman I'd say they're friends, right? They played a lot of travel ball together before Newman's moved to Jamestown. So they were teammates for quite a few years.
Lamp up to Meisner, and it crawls over the rim for 3.
All right, well,
he's got a couple
going.
threes here. He's got it going in the second half. Irie up top to Oneman. A lob pass, just a little too much on it. Deere tips it out of bounds. Mustang fans, this broadcast is sponsored in part by Touchmark at Harwood Groves, a full-service retirement community complete with a health and fitness club, offering fitness classes, personal training, and more so you can stay active with your grandkids for years to come. Visit touchmarkfargo.com to learn more. As Lamp gets to the rim, is fouled by Caleb Deere.
That's just second.
And Dalton Lamp connects on the first. We're going to see Larson. He is in for Lamp, so he's going to hold on, see if Lamp makes this one. And Larson replaces Lamp. Miller looks inside. They find Oneman. He's all alone for that move. Oh, just short on the left hand. Had a chance to follow it up, unable to convert against Van Berkom, and Meisner unable to connect there. Money up the floor to Miller, doesn't have numbers. He's going to slow it down. Set this up for the Mustangs. Irie penetrates. Had Miller out open for a second, didn't see him. Inside again to Oneman, and he backs Van Berkom down. That one, Tommy looking for the foul there.
He was.
And I would say by this time, 7 minutes in, it should be pretty obvious as there's a nice connection there by Newman. The refs haven't called a ton of fouls this second half, so you should expect some contact if you're around the rim, that's for sure, as Deere, nice drive into the lane, unable to connect. And there Oneman finally gets a foul. I think Van Berkom is going to be called on that one. It is. So some scores daying around Class A here. Osakis, Minnesota defeated Mandan today, 72-45. This is boys. Centennial, Minnesota defeats Horace, 57-46. St. Michael Albertville defeats Fargo South, 72-62. Champlain Park defeats Fargo North, 88-67.
Really?
And Wahpeton ahead of Shanley right now, 43-41 with about 4 minutes
When
left.
was the last time, I mean, I don't know anything about these Minnesota Champlain, but when was the last time North lost by 20?
Yeah, it's been a while, that's for sure. So the lead is 31. Jamestown has dug into it a little bit here, about 7 minutes gone. Again, probably not going to be able to, make that comeback, but they are playing better, certainly with more energy, a little more sense of purpose here in this second half. Has been the case, that's for sure. As Oneman's going to go to the line for 2 here. Essentia Health is proud to be the premier partner of Mustang Media, working with Cheyenne High School to make a healthy difference in the lives of the students and families we are privileged to serve. Essentia Health, like nowhere else.
So for Cheyenne now, key to these last 11 minutes is let's not get sloppy, right?
Yeah, I think you still want to make sure you're executing. At some point here, I think we'll start seeing the benches empty a little bit. Maybe about 5 minutes left here. You want to make sure that Cheyenne is continuing to give that effort, continuing to execute, and not be sloppy. I think they're going to get Sullivan Irie on that one. Oh, that one's going to go on Turomoni. His first. No. Okay. Barry Penu. There they go.
Yeah. It was
second foul.
I think when Barry was on the floor.
Yeah. 5th foul on the Mustangs. Jamestown only with 1 as we see
there you go,
Lamp pull the trigger, unable to connect. Shiwi hounding Miller up top. Out to Penu on the wing. Barry pulls up.
Whoa.
Ooh. Cross court. Tracked down by Irie. And out to Turomoni.
We make number 6 here? No.
Good recovery there by Larson on defense. And the finish by Newman on the other end.
Well, all right. We can give him,
well,
1, I guess.
That was good effort that time by the Blue Jays as Barry Penu looks to get, and he switches that left hand again.
Ooh, that went off his guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good effort there by Shiwi, but unable to save that. So that's going to go to Cheyenne with a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Out to Barry. Looks to get to the rim, and the kick out to Irie is tipped out by Jamestown. Only took 5 seconds off the clock. See if they can get that to John Angau for the shot. He drives, and he's going to pick up a foul. I think Van Berkom got him there, so that'll send Angau to the line for 2. And Gao perfect from the line. I think that's 5 for 5 tonight.
And he's right up there, right behind Claybo, I think, in EDC on his free throw percentage. In the plus 80s.
And the broadcaster jinx is alive. As we point out, he had missed, and then he misses that one. Oh, nice move. Good job by Newman that time, getting to the hoop, but unable to convert. Saved back by Irie, picked up by Newman, goes the other way for a quick 2. And that's going to be a timeout by Jamestown, or Cheyenne, a 30-second timeout. We'll step away real quickly and be right back.
Touchmark at Harwood Groves is located in South Fargo, North Dakota, on a 14-acre garden-like setting, and we have everything from cottages to apartments, a health club, activities. We tend to take groups of residents out downtown, which is just a very vibrant and growing community. The easiest way I can say it is we are going to treat our residents the way that we would treat our best friends. That's what it feels like, and that's what I love about my job. It feels like a family.
All right, welcome back to Cheyenne. Mustangs will have the ball here, up 65-37, 9:24 remaining.
All right, let's get a good shot here. Hopefully we come up with some kind of a
30-second timeout. Irie's just going to get to the rim and finish. I was going to say, I wonder if Coach Brandt was going to call for something specific out of that, but Irie saw the seam and took it. Lamp pass goes off Van Berkom, and that's going to go out of bounds. Penu on the wing to Ngao, down inside to Moni. Good little spin move, creates some space and finishes at the rim. That's one thing we've seen as this year has gone on and compared to previous years. Turo getting far more comfortable in the post and having some moves and having a plan when he's down there. Yeah, I think you tend to think because of his size that would be his natural thing to be a post player, but you know, he's a guy that learned to shoot before he learned to be a post player. As Ngao comes in, wears the contact and finishes.
Well, I think, yeah. Turo, you can just tell he had the footwork, you know?
Yep.
It just was a kind of a confidence thing.
Right. Nice take by Lamp there. Kind of that hesitation on that step. Again, doesn't bother him and knocks it down. Inside again to Moni. He's going to spin to the baseline, kick it out to Jackson Miller. Pulls
Boom.
the trigger, nothing but net.
Nice pass, Joe.
Nice job by Moni holding that ball and forcing that help defender to commit, and then the kick out to Miller. Miller ready for it and knocks it down. Meisner against Penu up top here. Over to Perkins to Lamp. Step back 3, off the rim, controlled by Moni. Oh! Turnover there. Shiwi comes away with that. Out to Van Berkom. Around to Meisner.
Ooh. That's good. I like that good help D, though.
Well, yeah, you have to come over.
If you just keep your hands up.
Yeah, I think going at the ball
Right.
is where the foul is going to be called on that. That's John's third. So he's going to exit the game here. 6-team foul on the Mustangs. So Jamestown could be in the shooting the bonus for a good chunk of this second half. As Rose gets it inside, elevates over Moni, and with the left hand connects. And they're going to say that one was tied up. And possession goes to Jamestown as Deere enters the game. So on the floor for the Mustangs, Moni, Miller, Olson, Deere, and Irie. And for the Blue Jays, we've got Perkins, we've got Lamp, we've got, I think, Meisner over there.
Hahnemann's must be coming in for Sully.
Rose and Shiwi for the Blue Jays.
Got the two bigs in there now.
Yeah, against a smaller Jamestown lineup, so we'll see how this works out. Up top to Perkins. Fakes a shot. Lamp holds the ball long enough to get Hahnemann to commit, and Hahnemann commits the foul. Most guys be looking to get rid of that out of their hands faster, but Lamp holds on to it that half a second extra, and Oneman's hand comes down, connects with him, and there's the foul. And Lamp's good on the first. This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Apex Engineering Group, professional consultants serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota communities and public agencies, designing solutions to your infrastructure needs. If you set the bar at competence, how do you reach excellence? Find out at apexenggroup.com. So 74-43.
Well, they're back in their zone here. Huh?
Yeah. Nice movement. Keep that ball on a string. And that, great job. The anticipation, I think, of that kick to the corner to Olsen. Deere fakes that pass and creates that opening for the shot. And again, we've seen Cheyenne shoot it well here as Lamp. Oh, good hesitation.
Starting to heat it up a little bit.
Yeah, he is. He blows past Olsen there. Good D by Olsen, but just Lamp so good at that.
He's got 11 in the second half now.
That zone continuing for the Blue Jays.
Okay,
yeah, he had him there. Now it's there. Moni knocks it down.
Yeah, that's Turo's 6-1 now.
Yeah, and that's
good for him.
Jamestown maybe with the package of players or just wanting to work on this as Lamp pulls up.
No, it's
but that's not probably, as we've seen 2 threes in a row as Miller finishes.
Nice
good pass.
Too. And just keep going to the basket.
Yeah.
The other way.
Good find by Oneman, that cross-court diagonal pass. I was going to say, I thought there were some steps there by Newman. And eventually they did say he took an extra step as Meisner comes in. He's on for Lamp.
I'm glad that Cheyenne's seeing this zone, because the more comfortable they get used to it, you know what I mean? It just, well, if you're going to leave them open, I guess.
Well,
maybe a little quick.
but how do you turn away a shot that's that wide open?
He's hot. I mean, he's been shooting well.
Larson can't convert. Ball's tipped around, eventually tipped out by the Mustangs. Jace Dillman on for Jackson Rose for the Blue Jays. What do you think? About 4 minutes, we empty the bench?
That sounds about right.
See if Coach Brandt decides to do that. There's the shot by Newman, unable to connect. Another rebound for Deere. Oneman was looking for the pass from Miller, and he thought about it, but it's a low percentage. It's such a flat angle. That's really hard to make that happen. Ooh. Nice elevation by Larson there to finish that. Jamestown stays in the zone. Turl pulls the trigger, and Tommy puts it down.
He can flush it.
He can. And when I think Larson's the tallest Blue Jay on the floor, and Larson only goes about 6'3", so you're giving up half a foot to Oneman. That's going to give him plenty of opportunity. And Turl goes with it again. Off. Miller, good job just backing it out. Ooh. And there it is.
Noah.
No Olsen connects, and there's a timeout. Really kind of just a substitution timeout here, I think, but a 30 seconds, so we'll step away. Mustangs up 40, 87-47. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the final 4 minutes and 4 seconds here. The Mustangs with a 40-point lead over the Jamestown Blue Jays, 87-47. Jamestown with the ball here. Ooh. Had Sheely on a backdoor cut for a second. He would have had to deal with Oneman inside, but Jamestown Good job by Dillman keeping it in play.
Nice defense. Mustangs just not giving them anything easy here.
No. Nice.
Great move.
Meisner, good move. Just not enough. Sloppy pass there. Nice take by Newman. Really kind of confused Donovan.
Newman now with 10, I think. That's what I got him for.
And Gao with the corner three. Donovan daring Newman to pull the trigger, but he doesn't. No. Up top to Leck. Has his pocket picked by Deere, who collects it, and it somehow ends
Tommy,
up.
flush it.
Oh, and it still goes in. Say that
nice pass.
That ended up in the hands of Barry Penu, who tries the alley-oop pass.
And
Oneman has trouble finishing that, but it still goes in as the bench is cleared here for Cheyenne. Michael Gullick's on. Let's see, we've got who else on the floor here? Gabe Zafra on the floor. Davion Green. Isaiah Lincoln. And the last one is Chase Spielman. I was going to say, boy, Perkins had Newman wide open for a second there and didn't get it to him by the time he did. Spielman recovered. Good attempt to save that by Perkins, unsuccessful. So Cheyenne will have the ball. A little pressure here by Dillman.
So check this out, Dan. And just taking a quick look at, again, these aren't official, but just kind of marking down points for balanced scoring. Deere finished with 19. Angau had 19. Oneman, I have him for 12. And Turo had 20. That's tough to stop.
It really is. And we've commented several times on how well Cheyenne shot the ball after those first few minutes today. And you're absolutely right. You know, you're going to expect maybe Angau or Oneman or maybe a couple other guys might, come up with a shot here or there, but double figures for four guys and deep double figures, almost 20 points from a few guys, that's really hard to stop. As we see some more shuffling here of lineups.
He's going to get them all in, huh?
Get them all in. Isaiah Lincoln scored there for the Mustangs. That brings it up to 45, 94-49.
Cheyenne has been leading EDC on scoring average, so they can fill it up.
Yes, they can. Oh. Caden Olson trying to find Staffney in the corner, and that's, you don't throw it that high to the 5'4" guy.
No, you gotta keep it on about 5'8".
That would be ideal. Nice step under by Caleb Shewy. Unable to connect, but he's going to collect a foul off of Staffney.
So look at this. This is it. Isn't it hard to believe? You remember Muggsy Bogues?
Oh yes.
What was he, like 5'6"?
Something like that.
I mean, he's just 2 inches playing professional basketball. Can you imagine?
Shewy converts the first and the second. So 2 for 2 at the line for Shewy there. Olson inbounds to Gullix. Staffney up top. Over to Gullix. To Bryant. Cooper Bryant kicks it out to Caden Olson. Caden to the rim. Nice finish there. So 96-51. About 45 seconds left here. Shewy again. Unable to convert. Gullix comes up with the rebound on this. Oh,
no.
Gullick's unable to connect.
I think the guys wanted Cooper to shoot.
Yeah,
that.
I think so. Oh, okay, they're going to call travel on that. Wasn't sure if kind of got caught up there with Gullick's did Dillman, but they're going to say it was a travel.
Who do we got next, Dan, on the schedule?
That's what I'm just looking up right here as we start getting into the meat and potatoes, so to speak, of action. So it's on Tuesday, January 9th is going to be the next game for Cheyenne.
Another week.
Another week. So then I'm sure it's going to really take off. Playing at least twice a week, maybe a week or two there where you might get a third game in. But the boys are going to host Shanley on Tuesday, January 9th. That's what I'm seeing as the next possible date.
Well, this game gets you in the right mindset anyway.
So a great finish for the Mustangs today. You get out of it healthy. You get out feeling good, like you've played well. 96-51, you win by 45 against a team that struggled in the first half, but you don't need to make apologies for playing well and shooting the ball well, defending well, rebounding well. You know, I think it was really an instance of complementary basketball for Cheyenne in that, you know, each phase of the game kind of complemented the other. And so that's how you end up on the good side of a 96-51 win as you're going into conference season, so to speak. And I'm just double checking here.
And Cheyenne's got to feel good about what they went. What'd they go? 3-1 against the Western teams.
Yes,
so.
and had a chance, had a couple looks in the last seconds to tie it up and send the game into overtime against Minot. So certainly should feel good about that. And yeah, Tuesday, January 9th, the boys will play host to Shanley, and the girls are at Shanley on January 9th. So lots of time left for both of these programs to get ready for those next games.
Well, I don't know. The scoring was balanced. I saw some nice passing going on. And I don't know. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now.
Well, that's how you want to head into conference season, right? You want to feel like you're playing well, like you're controlling what's going on, like you are going to be prepared for whoever you see. Now it's those teams that you should know better than these other Western teams. These are the teams you play in year in, year out. And, you know, that's when it really the rubber meets the road. That's when you're going to have to start, you know, finding ways to win and finding guys to step up and to score and to play defense. And hopefully you stay healthy and all of those things coming up. But the final today is 96-51. West Fargo Cheyenne ups its record to 5-2 overall. And they're going to be hosting again Shanley on Tuesday, December 9th. The girls will be at Shanley. The girls won today. Grant, you want to show me those one more time? I'm old and I'm slow. It says Facebook is at Mustang Post. Instagram is at Mustang.post. And on Twitter or X at Mustang Post. Make sure you subscribe. Click the, what do I want to click? The bell. That means you know when we go live each and every time. We'll have other broadcasts coming up. There's wrestling, there's hockey, and, of course, there's basketball. So thanks for joining us today. I'm Dan Wolf. Joining me was?
Yeah, Dane Miller. Thanks for having me, yeah.
You bet. Thanks for joining us. Mustangs win 96-51. We'll see you next time.
It was once said, good